Welcome to Bubble World Comics YouTube video. We have Landon with us from Dark Steel Videos.
That's right.
On his YouTube channel. You can find it on the internets on the link I'm going to provide. And we're going to have Geek Talk about Being Human, the American version. Because, we did an experiment to see which was better, American or British. And we're going to go to that right now. We're going to decide who's better, American or British version of Being Human by Nerf Sword Fight. Landon has the British version, I have the American version. This will decide for all time which version is better. You ready?
Ready? The American.
Okay, apparently American is better. Okay, that decides American is better. The sword fight, definite. And that's the one we're going to talk about because we both rather talk about American version Being Human. Part 2 of this interview will be on his channel. So where do we start with Being Human?
I guess we could start at season 1 with Bishop, the big head vampire, I guess you could say, and how far Aiden has come as more like a follower and up towards more like a leader.
Yeah,
you can say. And I guess Josh is that annoying best friend we just don't really want to claim, but we have to.
But you gotta admit, and this is a comparison between the two, and I like the British version, American a whole lot better, but as far as annoying friends go, he's a way better than annoying werewolf friend in London.
Oh yeah.
He's less whiny. I mean the werewolf in London was so whiny. It just I like this Josh better. And do you realize the Superman connection?
No, I do not. What's the Superman connection?
Okay,
Talking about like Brandon Routh?
Yeah, the werewolf played
and the original. Okay.
He was a Jimmy Olsen.
Okay.
He was was it in Smallville?
No, it was
no, he was in the
Superman
movie.
Returns.
Yeah, in one of the movies he was a Jimmy Olsen. But do you know where Aiden has his? He was in Smallville as Doomsday.
That's right.
So we have a tie-in with both of them being on there.
That's true.
So we have that connection.
And also, Aiden was also in The Walking Dead.
Ah.
A lot of people don't realize this, but he was the zombie in the tank. When Rick first goes in there to get away from all them zombies, he's pointing the gun to his head. He thought he was about to die, and then he goes up in the tank. That zombie that is in that tank that almost bites him.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
right now.
It's Sam.
Mind blown.
The reason for that is because they were supposed to do a spin-off series of The Walking Dead, but it was so over budget. That's why they got a new showrunner and all that. But
okay.
Back to Being Human.
Being Human. We're back to Being Human. We're off track.
Oh yeah.
Being Human. The first 2 seasons. I just finished the last 2 seasons, but I love the characters more on this one than British. And I love the way that, it wasn't within a few episodes that they just diverged completely and became their own show.
Right.
It wasn't like rewatching the other show. It was all brand new, basically.
And ever since the first season up to the 4th one, which, no spoilers, I promise, but you really see character development in each of them.
Yeah.
Josh, I guess, gained more control of the wolf up to,
Yeah. Yeah.
And Aiden, I guess, became less of a monster. He got to the point where he didn't want to kill as many people.
Yeah.
He used to, I guess, Spoiler if you haven't seen season 1, but
Yes.
he used to go to this place and basically drink women's blood. Just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's a vampire.
Yeah.
You know, that's what vampires do, apparently. But, yeah, and, Sally, of course, now here's a spoiler if you haven't watched it. And while you're watching us and not watching it, I don't know. Pause the tape, go watch season 1. Of course, the door came up for Sally right about the time. Didn't, let's see, what was it, Bishop
Bishop busted through the window
and staked Aiden.
yeah.
And of course, he was not welcome, so you know, done a lot of damage to him before he could get out. Apparently, vampires start burning if they enter unwelcomed. I like that.
Oh yeah.
That's the first time you ever see either show. First time I know of where they show a vampire what would actually, of course, you know, every show is going to have their mythology.
Oh yeah.
But I like the way they came up with an actual something would happen. Like they could come in, it affects them. So they don't usually. And of course, Sally misses her door.
She gets back. No, I'm not going to tell you all about that, but season 4, you need to watch it.
Yes.
Unlike any other show, it actually has an ending you'll be satisfied with. I promise
Yes. Yes, and then of course we have the werewolf pairing.
you that. Right.
I like this pairing better than the British pairing. Also, well, just skip over to British. I haven't seen the whole thing, but it's just funny how when they have a baby in the British version, they come back from a season and they don't show it. They just explain in passing. Oh, she died in childbirth. She's not there. We wrote her off. You know, it just was so like. It felt so much like a contract not being negotiated right.
Yeah.
So
Same thing with the season 4 finale of that, too.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. So that's why I like the American way better.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, just let's see, what was the big thing in season 2?
Like the big baddie? What was the...
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm trying to remember because I just got through with 3 and 4. And
Okay, 2 was the Queen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
came back. They also, is that where they introduced the Amish? I don't know if that's what they call them.
I think so, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Well, we'll just I know that at one point they introduced the Amish, or at least that's what I'm calling them, the vampires that hang out in cocoons and
Yeah.
barns and more old school and a lot older. And that's where they come in and I like the way they got rid of Bishop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I like the fact that he stayed dead. You know, they brought him back in the other one, the cop vampire in the other one. I forget if he was called Bishop or not, but they brought him back, and it was okay. But I like the way he stayed dead in this one.
Oh, yeah. Until he came back and see. Spoiler, season 4.
Yeah, but that was more of a.
Kind of like a time travel flashback thing.
Oh yeah.
Sally went back.
Yeah, that. But you know, that was explained why. You know, and he had that conscious thing where he would hallucinate them every now and then.
Yeah.
But,
And he had the virus.
Oh, was that season 3? You know what? We're gonna Bubble World Comics. We're gonna stop it here. We're gonna finish the next 2 seasons at Landon's page,
Okay.
and so join us there. Link down here.
All right. See y'all there.